Have you ever thought of knowing some tips when you were younger? I got that thinking like all the time, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips that I wish I knew growing up. After 30 years of living in this earth, I wouldn't dare to say that I am super well versed with what is going on around me and very close to the life I envision to live. But there are a few things that I have learned along the way that I wish at least I knew a little bit earlier. But there are some things that it's best for some of us to learn them in later stages of our life. So here are the 3 tips. Tip number 1 is being happy does not mean being content. While being happy and joyful is a good thing, but just being happy does not mean that we are content with our life. For example, rich man can be very happy because he can buy all the expensive things in life. But there are things that one cannot buy with money, like genuine friendships, family relationships, or having a great partner. Being content does not mean that you have to laugh and be happy all the time. Being content is about living a happy life with no regrets. Being content is when you realize when there are something is beyond our control, like losing a loved one, and you can't undo it. All you can do is to move on, grow, and help others to get through it. And if something is within your control, take responsibility, do a major reflection, take notes, collect some feedback, and do not lose the lessons and leave no regret behind. So, the question is, how do we find or move towards contentment in our life? It's simply by finding our purpose in life and working to achieve that purpose. If you haven't watched my video on how to live a meaningful life, I put the link down below and you can watch the video here. Here's the tip number 2, is learning to listen is far more important than talking. Society has always reminded us to be outspoken, to speak up whenever you have a problem. We see that leaders, politicians, and successful people are those who always appear in magazines, TVs, and the media talking or addressing an issue in public. However, what they don't promote is that while it's important to speak up, but to be a respected leader, you must first learn to be an excellent listener. It takes a great man to be a good listener. When you're listening, you are in control. There are 5 levels of listening, which I have learned them from Covey, the author of the 7 Habits of the Highly Effective People. So here's the level 1, ignoring. Level 2 is to pretend listening. Level 3 is selective listening. Level 4, attentive listening. And level 5 is empathetic listening. Empathetic listening is the highest level of listening that we should aim for, which it involves understanding where the other person stands, walking in their shoes, grasping what they say with the true intention of listening, not try to judge or thinking what to respond at the end. This will help you to get out of your own bubble filled with blind spots and be conscious and aware about your surroundings. You see, most importantly, listening will also make you to become a likable person. If you wish to know how you can become a pro listener, you can watch this video where I break it down listening into 3 steps: mirror, validate, and empathize. So here's the tip number 3, is learning about money and how it works earliest as you can. Unfortunately, schools and universities never teach us about money. Most people know very little about money and how it works, and by the time we get introduced to it, you might already be in your 20s, which I think is super late to start learning about the currency of exchange in our society. Learning how to earn, save, and invest money by itself is a lifelong journey which it takes years to master. Imagine you only started when you are in your 20s. You just wasted 20 years of your life with no clue about money. For example, One of the techniques in investment, which I wish I knew when I was younger, was the rule called Rule 72. It's about how a simple doubling concept can help you to compound your money over time. So here's how it works. To calculate how many years it will take for your money to double after investing it into any investment platform, you just simply need to divide number 72 into annual interest that you gain. Ta-da! The number you get is the number of years it will take for your investment to double if you don't withdraw your interest at the end of the year. Let's say you invest $10,000 in any investment platform which provides you, let's say, 7% annual interest. So you need to divide number 72 into 7. Then you will get 10 years. It means it takes 10 years for your money to become 20,000 if you don't touch it in that period. So here where the magic of compounding happens. You wait another 10 years, 40,000, 80,000, 160,000, 320,000. So imagine if you started earlier, what could have happened? While there are many other lessons that I wish to know earlier, but you know what? It's even worse. It's to be stubborn. It means knowing all these lessons and not taking action. I know many people who know they should apply these lessons in their life, get in control, they can do it, but they won't do it even in the future. So there is no way to help those people. There are tons of other lessons that I wish to share with you all. And you know where you can get it all? Here it is. I highly encourage you to get a copy of my book with everything that I have learned so far, insight, and many other lessons that I wish I knew earlier. So here's the summary. Number 1, being happy does not mean being content. Number 2, learning to listen is far more important than talking. Number 3, learn about money and how it works earliest as you can. Thank you so much for watching and wishing you an in-control life and career ahead. Hey, my first book, In Control, is now available for order. You can get it wherever you are from Shopee, Lazada, Book Depository, and Amazon. If you like what you see, click on the like button down there, subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on any of my new videos.